Um. Okay. Day 2 of the Phrecia? Lord knows. 2.0 League. Let's go ahead and get through Act 7. I'm planning on doing it for like a couple of hours. Let's try and get through the campaign. 2 hours for all the remaining acts. It could work. This build is gonna lose power by the end of the campaign. Probably. At which point I maybe switch to a Brutal Sled Sprinkler and a shield setup. But hopefully only by Merc Lab. Also, I'm really tired. What I got? New X. Crap. It could have been good. If I like at least one fizz roll. Oh, Act 8. Never mind. I am actually ahead of what I expected. I'm slightly over level for the area, so let's just jump past most things. Also, let's go back to ignoring Breach. I did a bunch. I got some Graft Blood in me. I've got a bunch of Womb Gifts. But I'm not really getting the body parts. And what really makes the tree good are body parts, because they give me skill points. Unless I'm supposed to be expanding like X. Nah. Unless I'm supposed to be spending like X amount of Graft Blood, but I can do that quicker on maps as well. Oh yeah, maybe I should talk about the setup real quick. There might have been a change. Just picking up access every few levels to keep up to base with the bases. Starting to get some really good ones. Helmet with accuracy, armor, no life. I might craft life later on, but I'm hoping to get something better. 5-link body armor, bronze plate, life armor, life. Crafted strength on it. Belt with life, strength, lightning res. Gloves with fire res. Armor. Gloves are definitely the weakest, but I need this to be a 4-link. So, I mean, I could upgrade these, but I picked them at level 50. 25% move speed boots. I will probably not change these for a very long time. Amulet rings, belt kind of suck. Flasks suck. I'm doing Sunder with Fortified support, melee physical damage support, Fist of War, and overexertion. I'm getting 3 exertions almost all the time because I'm using auto exertion, seismic cry, intimidating cry, and rallying cry. I'm also using a Herald of Purity for 11% more fist damage. It also summons minions, which allows me to actually use rallying cry. It's giving me like 20% more damage, which is kind of okay. And the buff is The buff doesn't matter. But as a god, Lip Slam, faster attacks, endurance charge, or melee stun. Sometimes it gives me a few endurance charges. Better to have it than to not have it, I suppose. Tree looks like this. Not really a big deal. Get some accuracy here. Get accuracy there. I'm looking to get accuracy on gear because this is the last easy accuracy on the tree. And I'm using precise technique. Never deal critical strikes, but 40% more attack damage if accuracy rating is higher than maximum life. I'm at 1900 life. And I'm at 2100 accuracy, so it's kind of neck and neck. But maybe I can get a bunch of accuracy via dex.
Oh, it smells just like the Theopolis dueling pits.
I'm hoping to get at least, ideally, 200 dex and int for the swap to Lead Sprinkler. Oh, I could have done the lab.
Good when I'm always braving sewers.
1 passive point, ignite, immunity, 40% increased strength, 40, 80 something strength, 40 life, 16% melee phase damage. Not a big deal. The one that's actually a big deal is Dreadful Attitude. That's the one that's gonna give me... The plan is to get all my percentage scaling off of that. But until it's really good, I might use clusters. Or I might use clusters to supplement it. Not really sure. I just know that with async trade, I can get some really good clusters for really cheap. That would be pretty cool. Do I want to fight this and try to go for a body part? I guess I clicked it, so I'm doing it. You can see that it's in part thanks to the weapon, but I have a really good setup with the exerts. I didn't know exerts were so good, at least during campaign. But because of auto exert on Intimidating Cry, basically all of my slams are dealing double damage. And I get to just stack all the bonuses I get, like Fist of War, and put it all towards one Intimidating Cry hit. What I can't do is I don't know how to time it with Ruthless support, and that's the reason I'm not using Ruthless, because it's on average better, but it's really good if I figure out how to time it with... See? They just evaporated in one go, didn't even see the mechanics. Also, I am starting like Act 6. Usually I kill the gods later, like post-campaign, because then it's a walk in the park. But this build is really strong, and I think it would be cool to see the extra mechanics they all have. Yeah, so I'm getting fortification as well as a defensive layer. But yeah, defensive layers, I have 2600 armor just standing still. I have a flask that brings me up to 5500. It's still pretty good. It's not gonna be good forever, but I'm hoping it's gonna be good for a really long time, or that it's gonna or at least that it's gonna be relevant to the small hits. Even if it's just the small hits, that would be great for me. Because chip damage is a big deal. Also, I would love to know if I can get a 5 link off of trader, off of gambling. I get the feeling maybe I could. Okay, let's see if the other has any mechanics. I mean, just knowing is pretty good. I'm not seeing any. Let's hit the... That hurt a little bit more than usual. You got anything? No? Then you're gonna die. I mean, she was purple, but maybe that was just enrage on her. There's a shortcut in this act. Actually, isn't there a guaranteed unique here? No clue. I know there's one for doing the... like a shrine thing, but it's not worth it. In my opinion. It takes like at least 10 minutes. Okay, maybe not. But it takes at least 5 minutes. I don't see the upside.
Why are you still standing there?
Tell me something.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Well, dang, that's actually really good for me. That's a really good lightning roll. Too bad. And crit. Too bad I'm not using either of those. Let's just make sure I got all the quests. So I think I'm gonna do Sunny Side first. Because Yugo is usually a pain. So let's be a little bit higher level before dealing with him. I also need to take a little bit of time to go after a Cruel Lab. Get an extra 40% strength. Right now it represents 100 strength or so. 100 strength starts being really good. Yeah. So the thing with Brutus Lead Sprinkler is that most of my nodes are for fizz damage. So I need to travel really far. And by really far I mean probably... I mean, there's like a little cluster here. There's a bit of elemental damage re-attacks here, crit as well. So here's the idea. I could do Brutus Lead Sprinkler crit. Totally a thing. Maybe not totally a thing, but it's totally possible. I might not take Force of Nature. Instead, I might take Inverted Resistances here. What else is there? There's this stuff here, like a bunch of crit. I need to think whether I'm doing crit with Brutus Lead Sprinkler, if I'm just brute forcing it. Because if I brute force it, I could maybe get accuracy. Like, right? I'm gonna have... Actually, that doesn't sound like a good idea, does it? The easiest thing for me would be to go CI as soon as possible. Because then I'm at 1 life, and whatever accuracy I have is good enough. But going CI is kind of a pain. It does give me access to melee damage on full life, I think. I will need to look into getting Leech, unfortunately. That would be a pain. Actually, there must be a solution that other builds are using. How do Ele converters deal with Leech? Oh no, yeah, attack Leech is easy. It's by a shadow. And I'm going there anyway because I'm gonna pick up a ton of int. The two main stats I want to stack are strength and int, but I also want to keep enough dex to get a really good amount of scaling. In that sense, Aristocrat's kind of a pain. An Aristocrat Miner though would be crazy because you get the helmet that adds mines thrown based off like having a few hundred. I can't remember. So I dropped a low level bismuth. Yeah. Yeah, Crow Lab isn't doing much right now. I could put it off. I can't remember if Zato had mechanics. He didn't have, but he enraged, which is a pain by itself. I'm also only at 2000 life. I can't remember if 2000 life is good or bad. The armor is compensating a bit, but his arrow hits so hard that the armor is not going to do much. Right, which is an issue. Oh, I killed him before seeing mechanics. Shoot. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, because like this works, but I'm not gonna be doing slams probably. I'm probably gonna do Molten Strike. Let's get 5% attributes. Yeah, I'm already at 150 live int. That's 30 times 8. That's 240%. Is that right? 8% per 5. No, there's something wrong with my math. 155 divided by 5 times 8%. It's 240% increased damage. How much do I have? 12, 25, that's 37 plus 48, 95. 97, 107, 109, 119, 149, 159, 163, 173, 178, 198. It's like another 50 here, another 60 here. It's possibly I lose the masteries, but I got a lot of points, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. It's not CI, Also, thinking of the CI thing, is there, yeah, attack damage leads as mana and life per enemy hit with attacks. That's huge for Molten Strike as well. I guess I could go Brutus Light Sprinkler even earlier than expected. Do the shield nodes work? They do. I don't know if I care about picking a block here, but they do. I'm looking at all shield nodes. Defense, block chance. Defense isn't a big deal. That's Fizz. That's chance to block recovery and armor. Okay. Like that. That's just chance to block. I will need a Tempest Shield, unfortunately. Which implies mana reservation efficiency somewhere. Here. Or like up here somewhere. Like this. Oh yeah, if I do Molten Strike, I'm dropping Auto Exert. That's right. Yeah, so I drop Auto Exert. That frees up all the mana. And then for actually beefy defenses, I'm gonna want probably Grace. I will probably drop the whole armor stacking thing. Or maybe I won't immediately and I'll do it later. I should have looked at mechanics. Shit. Yeah, so I guess I need to drop slams to go Molten Strike. Then I'm not doing crit. How do I attack really quick? Do I skip Brutus Light Sprinkler entirely is what I'm thinking. Because there's an idea that I can go handle Wisdom in action, but if I'm going CI, if I'm going Evasion plus CI, I could just rush there. If Hawa is somehow 1C, then that kind of works. Let's check prices. Brutus Lead Sprinkler is 1C, 2C, maybe 3C? How about a Hand of Wisdom in action? That's much rarer. Hand of Wisdom in action is 1C. Hand of Wisdom in action would be cool because it gives me attack speed from the dex. And if I'm getting at least 200 dex, it's only getting me 8%. Is that local or is it global? I'm assuming it's global. But at 1.6 attacks per second, it's already pretty good. Oh, I skipped Scarecrow. Sucks. Now going back. I guess I could get what is it called? Precision for the accuracy. Sub it in for, like, make it a discipline substitute, maybe. Having grace probably will require a enlighten, which makes it expensive. But like, I kind of assume that I'm kind of assuming Asia's Aurora is cheap. It is not really cheap. It's at 43x. It's like should div. Fair price. I'm not gonna need it for a long while. It's not like I'm gonna need it for white map, probably. I hope. So I could just have a random shield and slowly build my block chance. Int higher than strength gives me shock immunity. So the Stampus shield, what a shame. Maybe there's some item that helps with the strength stacking. There's Iron Dome, is it? Increases melee fist damage. Bonus from strength by like 30%. It's not like it's a flat 30%, but it increases the bonus I'm getting by 30%. Which I get the feeling it's not gonna be a big bonus. Oh, Cyclopean Coil. Cyclopean Coil. Probably want that one, 1520C. Cannot be shocked in events higher than strength, dex higher than int, strength higher than dex. Kinda sucks. I guess I would need, if I go CI, I will need to become stun and freeze immune. Somehow. Yeah, maybe I just don't go CI until I have freeze immunity from here. And for stun, I don't know. I'm sure I can work something out. Valyrium ring, maybe. I didn't mean to open a breach. This one's gonna suck because the layout sucks. Yep, layout sucks. Oh, that's stabilized. Okay. Do we get a boss? Do we get mobs? We get mobs. And they hurt. Holy, they hurt. And that's a stable breach collapsed. Gives me a thicket map, leather belt, axe. some stuff. Is there a like budget shield that would be really good? So what do you got, son? Dawn, Harbinger, Solaris? Summon knives, is that it? Okay, let's look at this. PoE Wiki unique shields. Probably want an armor shield. Obviously Dawnbreaker. I mean, obviously not. Actually, obviously. Or Fist taken as fire. And Scorch. 1C. But I could get like infinite minus chance to block attack damage. It is a lot of armor as well. It does come with 20% increased chance to block just flat. Anne's Heritage gives max rest while I have no endurance charges. Onslaught at max. Minus max block. The Surrender gives flat life on block. Tukohama's is totems. Maybe Red Blade. Okay, let's look at Red Blade. And let's look at the Surrender. Surrender is a little bit expensive. Foulborn version. Foulborn version isn't that good. Red Blade Banner. Choose C. It could be good. It's a little bit low on armor, but it could be good. Dawnbreaker though is probably the best. I should just go straight for Dawnbreaker. And just for Fist they can ass. Legitimately.
Goodbye.
You getting there?
Hold up. Upgrade? Oh, really?
Stay out of the shadows.
Be careful.
Anyway, how much chaos do I have? 5. I'm rich. I could get a Brutus Light Sprinkler. Brutus. I probably want to save up for the Cyclopean Coil as well. Do I even want a Light Sprinkler or do I want to go straight for Hawa? Hawa requires a Shaper's Touch. It also requires me to go CI. What else do I need for go CI? A Valyrium? Dang, Shaper's Touch is still expensive. Valyrium? Stun threshold is based on energy shield, minus cold rest plus fire rest plus flat ES. Could be a thing. It could be a thing. It's not quite stun immunity. Getting the right colors would suck. Okay. Do I need more accuracy? Not right now. So let's work towards this dex. Or whatever makes me stronger. Where is Iron Reflexes? It's there. Divine Shield would be great, but I don't think I can path there. Suppress life recovery from flasks. Oh, this leeches. Onslaught on kill. I already have onslaught coming from something. Yep, the X node. Could get this anyway. Also vision armor. Well, I need Merc Lab anyway. So, what is good here? Any two-handed nodes? How about these? It's just fizz damage. And intimidate. Yeah, let's just get a ton of damage. Damage is fine right now, actually. Maybe I'll move up here. Maybe I'll move up here and go Constitution. Plus Path of the Warrior. Is there accuracy up here? Not really, I wouldn't count that. I guess I'll just pick up some life. Probably up here. And whenever I make the swap, I'll do a very big respec. I definitely need Merc Lab for the Brutus swap though. I'll do the Brutus swap. I'll go Molten Strike. And I'll use that to farm everything I need for Hawa. And then Hawa is the actual like end game-ish. Like long-term setup. And the truth is, Aegis Aurora is purely defensive. I could ignore Aegis for a very long time. Obviously I won't, but... Because, like, shields aren't very impactful in general, so who cares? Maybe I use the shield that gives my attacks never miss, and then I just ditch all accuracy. That's an idea.
Another good find.
Like Cossidane. 1C? Your hits can't be evaded? Hell yes. Then I ditch all the accuracy and I go CI. That's Chaos Immunity, which is always good. Dude, one tapping the random uniques in the campaign is crazy because they're supposed to be better. Maybe one of these days I will need to roll an actual slam character. What else? As soon as I can get a cheap inspired learning, or I guess an affordable inspired learning. Oh, I want an Astral Mantis as well. Astral Mantis would be sick. What's up? What do you got? That's new. I get extra accuracy here, I guess, as well. Oh, you know what I could be doing with my 5C? I could be profit crafting while I'm still in the campaign. I mean, maybe. 10,000 gold is plenty for what I want. Phrecia in person. I could be getting price fix stuff. 3C in hideout. After I kill Yugo, after I finish next waypoint, I'll profit craft something. Assuming I have the alterations as well, huh? I don't necessarily want to dump one into alterations. Yoink. Go away. Phase. Show me the ads. And we'll think about what the mechanic is going on here. So far, nothing. Maybe he didn't have Leap Slam? Okay, I took my hands off. Man, I'm actually getting really sleepy. I might not finish it. Dang. I was supposed to go for another hour and a half.
I've never been scared of mirrors. After all, I'm in them.
I can't with Mr. Duelist. Oh, I wasn't supposed to portal. Ah, whatever. Let's look at my alterations. Maybe I have enough for a profit craft. 30 is pushing it, but we ball.
Had a sale, Exile.
I had a sale? Wow, 1C acquired. Actually feels great. Tell me this is usable. 10C. 10C. Okay. This is in the wrong league. Okay, hold up. Before I nuke my profits. Phrecia 2.0. Let's look again. 30C. Okay, I'll put you up. I'll put you up. Is the cheapest one actually 30C? It's 12. What am I looking at? I'm looking at stuff that's really not good. Okay. You're up at 10C. And I hope you don't take too long to sell. This flask could kickstart my whole build. It could afford me like all the super basic gear that I want. I wonder if there's like a poor man's Nostrum Mantis. Ooh, I got a jewel as well. Could it be something good? It ain't. An extra point goes into more life. And I'll pick out this armor strength, this damage node, I suppose. Do I save gold for a big respec? How much is a total respec going for? Is Tomo supposed to be here at some point? Never noticed. I actually literally never noticed.
Hello. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, refunding all is 51k. So I can't go CI because I can't afford the respec. That makes sense. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Respecing into CI is expensive. Actually, respecting into actual Bruce less Sprinkler is gonna be expensive as well. But hopefully only on the gold front. Yeah, because I'm gonna exit the X nodes and any other like fizz damage nodes, and I'll do generic ally damage. I might also do a cluster, like a tag damage while holding a shield cluster. Smite Wiku is really good. Alternatively, I go for a fire damage cluster with, I don't know, corrosive elements for fire exposure. Maybe Cremator. Prismatic Hearts. Say this doesn't work. Maybe Smoking Remains? Maybe even Dorianis for Leech? Nah, I get easy Leech from other stuff. I mean, realistically, I will be going for a 1C, nearly 1C cluster. As long as it gets me some increased damage. Now, with that in mind, maybe... Oh, I'm gonna need the at least one strike cluster, so I might do Blood and Sand? No. I need to pick one of the masteries. One of the masters? No, the master is the same. I'll need to pick one of the wheels. Well, there I go, getting half of a unique. It could be anything, could even be Mage Blood. A medium cluster with well, all of them suck. I guess area damage probably. Eh, we'll see. Dang, son, where are your mechanics? You look the same is the issue. Has my damage fallen off? Or maybe my accuracy fell off somehow? I'm gonna get a large cluster jewel with Devastator would be cool. But like Smite the Weak. Maybe Drive the Destruction for the CI swap. Nah. Smite the Weak. And maybe Devastator. Oh, it's one div. Okay, forget Devastator then. Let's go back to the attack damage while holding a shield things. Can you get me maybe Prodigious Defense? Maybe Veteran Defender for plus 15 all attributes? Advanced Guard. Maybe Calamitous. Yeah, that one is 1C probably. Plus Feed the Fury. That plus Feel the Fight. Yeah, I don't know. The leash notes aren't that good. Let's just go ahead and actually let me hit the monastery and try and turn some things in. I might have a quest. I might need to use some graft blood and I'm ignoring it.
Welcome back.
Let's see.
The Genesis
Currency.
tree accepts your offer.
Currency.
Your bond be at peace.
Yeah, I'm supposed to use a bunch of currency, unbeknownst to me. 2 more points. I'm already on 200 melee. How about I drop 200 melee? And I start working towards 6-link body armor. Since I see Brewer's Light Sprinkler in my future, in the not too distant future. Then we drop Int, get Strength, drop Dex, go here. I want links and sockets, and I want armor for now.
Yes, just like that.
Let's try these high level ones. Oh my god, that's crazy.
The Genesis tree accepts your offering.
That's also a crazy mallet.
Even traveling light.
And I got a 6 link. Are you kidding? Is this a joke? That's also a really good X. It's 325 PDPS. This is 385. I can craft stuff on it. Okay. These boots look awesome, but there's no move speed, so you're out. For that reason, you're out. Six socket.
Good to see you.
You suck. Get out. 6 linked sword with fire lightning attack speed. You suck. Okay, you suck as well.
Beware of the enemy.
20 fuses. Not bad. Do I need the accuracy though, is the question. And I feel like the answer is yes. If I swap. I dropped too low on accuracy. So instead I'm just gonna sell this. Yeah, that sells. Keep going towards rings and amulets there. Can I get a graft? I'm out of graft blood. I'll need to do a few just to finish this 500 milestone.
Greetings.
Let's put this up at 10C, just get rid of it as soon as possible. On this, I could craft nothing. Oh. I could get a suffix. I could get accuracy. Nah, this sucks. Shame. It's a really good axe. It's just not quite usable. It is probably worse. It's better? How is it better? Oh, it's much faster. Also comes with quality, which means this catches up on quality. This one's 383 with quality. Oh, it's 315 fizz. This is 325. Okay. It kind of... does it make sense? I'm not sure it actually makes sense, but we'll go with that. Pick this up. Eventually I'll get Iron Grip as well. I was supposed to finish the campaign. I'm not finishing the campaign. I might finish Act 9. If I start looking at upgrades and stuff. And just blast through the campaign. Pink, is the character good enough to blast through the rest of the campaign? Honestly, probably, but...
World is not yours.
I guess upon finishing the campaign, I would also need to fix resistances. And that's, that would be good, bad. So maybe I'll hold off on buying stuff until I'm in maps. Because then I fix my resistances. And I'll buy all the armor-based strength stacking stuff. And I'll have all the time in the world to... And then I'll have all the time in the world to... get CI going. It's like, it's genuinely what's the point on CI, because it doesn't change anything, it doesn't move the needle. What is this guy doing? Oh, yeah, there's so many... It's a boss gauntlet, I forgot about that. Do I need to fight Scarecrow? Yeah, just get... At this point, the plan's just get Merc Lab. When I get Merc Lab, I could buy some stuff. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. How do I get one tap? By like one spear? Or was that two spears and I wasn't paying attention? Oh, they summoned the dudes. That's kind of... yeah, I forgot they would have some sort of mechanic. Kind of weak. Kind of weak mechanic. In my opinion. Some people farm stuff here in Blood Aqueduct. I don't see the point. I think it's just blast through the maps. I'm just wondering. Actually, could I keep the Sunder setup with Brutus Lad Sprinkler? I will need just to level up the Modern Strike setup on the offhand, but I could keep Sunder for a while. How much does it add? It's 4 to 7. Quick maths. 355. divided by 10, 35 times 5.5 times 139 is a 267 DPS weapon right now. This one is 325, so it's not even slightly, it's like 20% stronger. But if I had Cruel Lab, then they would stay on the same, they would be as good as each other. I would also need to respec all of the like base nodes. Probably get Iron Grip. And where would I go? Like losing this is a big deal because 60% is a lot. Yeah, let's just put it up into Merc Lab. How about that? How about I don't rock the boat? And I keep going until Merc Lab. If I'm really quick and I stop looking at items, I can maybe knock out X9 and 10 before I'm done. I will need a little bit of gold to buy stuff from direct buyout, I guess. Yeah, that's also that, I guess. The thing about going straight to CI is the idea that I don't lose precise technique. Let's see. Builds. Keepers. And then I'm looking at Molten Strike. Of Zenith? That one's only two-handed. Regular Molten Strike on a Trickster, that's all chaos damage. This one's all lightning damage. This one's 1,000,000 damage. EE, what I got for gems: Molten Strike, ally damage, Molten Strike, GMP, ally focus, volatility. I will not be using volatility, of course. Molten Strike, volatility, Molten Strike, ancestral call, 11, ally focus, GMP. Slower proj, volatility, ally damage, Molten Strike, GMP. I'm guessing ally damage, Molten Strike, GMP is the core supports. Slower proj, volatility. Okay. Why can't I go CI again? Because I want Grace and Iron Reflexes to have armor? because I won't have the gear to have a really high amount of ES, because it's not a lot of off colors, if we're being honest here. If we're actually being honest. I would want Discipline, Tempest Shield, Arctic Armor, Raise Immunity. I would definitely go Pantheon. Or like, initially I would go Pantheon.
Yes. Until next time.
Oh, I need to get the Stormblade first. Shame. I guess I'll just miss out on Precise Technique and everybody goes through that, and damage is already gigantic, so it's fine. Yeah, maybe damage is already huge, so it's fine. Right. The Ascendance is gonna give me a lot of percent. A lot of percent increased. On this measly 155 int. Okay, I'll do it, I'll do it. Oh, this crap. Keep the Exert setup, level up Molten Strike and stuff on the offhand. I might do Ruthless, Molten Strike Ruthless. What's up? Do you have mechanics? Maybe I can get just a little bit of ES. Nah, it's already expensive. I don't need it. I don't need to think about it super early on. For that matter, I won't need to think about it super later on either. Now, Shakari could be scary because the actual boss fight is pretty good. It's pretty strong. Like, it has some combos. It does poison damage. So it could kill you. Burst Thunder is doing a lot of damage. I could just buy a lead sprinkler right now and a shield.
A mother's keep.
It's hard to be proud of this one.
Requires level 67 Dawnbreaker. It's the one I actually kind of want. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna gamble for a shield. And it doesn't really matter what we get. War Banner, Ancestral Call, Molten Strike is still here. Molten Strike gets to live. I'll keep this X. And then I'll change the colors to the right colors that I want. Let's just go to the hideout, it's easier there.
Greetings.
I want GMP. Ruthless. I want multi-strike. I want Shaman, probably ally focus. Elemental damage with attacks. And this one is the easiest one to recolor. Almost didn't make it, that's crazy. Okay, that's our... That is the Molten Strike setup leveling on the offhand, which is fine. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 nodes. In total, 13, 18 nodes, maybe slightly more. We're gonna change the pathing, gonna pick up this ant, probably go down here. Probably drop Precise Technique, because it's gonna be off. Get the dexterity. Doesn't even matter if I get the dexterity. I need to go all the way up here to get this int cluster. That's really far away. But all the travel nodes are dex and a little bit of int. It should be fine. 159 int is already so much. Yeah. Get Merc Lab and swap to Brutus. That's probably not a bad idea. Oh, doing this guy is probably gonna suck.
I'm afraid.
I've seen your. Let's hope for some entertainment.
Because of the invasion and whatnot. Another stable breach. Why is it chilled? Wait. I missed a recipe. Did I actually get it? I just heard it think. Yeah, I got it. I'm not even gonna go there if I already know it's not long for this world. Why would I even bother? Should I take an armor mastery? I'll need accuracy, so I guess I'll go down here and I'll try and fight for my precise technique. I don't actually like this idea. Could pick up some alley res. I'll just pick up alley res. That makes gearing simpler. Also, let's finish the quest for A-Leaf.
I welcome you.
Let's try and get a graft.
She will soon bear fruit.
Mine is doing Call of the Pyre, which is useful.
She is pleased.
What do these you do? Oh, I remember this one.
Can you beware of the enemy?
Let's see. Another 2 points here on currency. Here I can work my way towards life modifiers, non-life modifiers. Let's go ahead and reduce mana modifiers. Sounds good to me. She wants a bunch of graft blood at this point. Maybe we're done with body parts. Do I even want to get her the graft blood? Not really. It's distracting from what I need to actually be doing. Yeah. I'll finish this act and then act 10 will be for tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be able to play too much, unfortunately. Maybe at night. I have something during the early afternoon. I guess I'm also doing... Yeah. To finish Act 10, I would need to do Crow and Merc Lab. That's not happening today. I'm entirely too tired to do Zarods. I'm gonna die. Absolutely going to die. It's kind of funny that I don't have anything too good to use my 4th Ascendancy point on. It's kind of fucked up that I'm actually gonna be waiting for a Bloodline Ascendancy. Actually, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna call it. Get this waypoint and call it. I'm actually so tired all of a sudden. Yeah. That's gonna be it. Shorter stream on the whole. But yeah.
War nights.
Pretty good nonetheless. See ya.